If you ever wondered, how do I build awareness? Awareness when it comes to your faith, awareness when it comes to the presence of God, starts with paying attention to your surroundings, staying mindful, present of what's around you, what's happening, taking in, paying attention. Don't be a passive observer of your life or your relationship with God. Dive in and become curious about God's plan for your life. Become curious about the future that's in store for you. Seek wisdom for the problems and concerns that you're facing. Refusing to be numb, refusing to be closed off to your senses, helps you to begin to start to be more aware. Many of us live life always running from one thing to another. We live life numb or closed off to some of our senses because we're so busy trying to take care of the to-do list of life. We're so busy trying to take care of all of the many responsibilities that we have. But sometimes that causes us to close off our senses and close off our awareness to things that are going on around us. Choose to wake up, take notice, and to get deep into your relationship with God. You can grow in your relationship with God. You can increase in your faith and your hope. And you can help to make your life steady and more peaceful the more aware you are of what's around you. Awareness builds mindfulness. Mindfulness grows your peace. When you become aware to the God's creation, you realize that God's glory is all around you. In Psalms 19:1 says, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the sky above proclaims his handiwork." You can see that God is present and all around. And just taking a moment to enjoy the beauty helps you to relax in that quick moment. And when you start to take in what's around you, when you start to see life's beauty and how things work and how things move, and you start to be more mindful, you also turn your mind on to God's power. When you look at the beauty of creatures, whether they're birds or animals that we see all around us, or we look at the wonder of the sky and the wind and the rain, and we see nature in all of its force, we see God's power. We see God's ability to be not only powerful but majestic because of the wonderful splendor of the things that God has created. And when you just take time to study them, to look at them, to take pleasure in them, you realize that, wow, not only is God powerful and majestic, but God is wise in the way that things move and how the earth is situated and how everything plays a role, how we wake up and the sun is up, how we go to bed and the sun goes down, how things are maintained. When we become aware and we become curious, we actually live in the present moment. And we can help to take hold of our emotions by being in the present moment. So take curiosity in the things that are around you, and that will help you to focus on becoming more aware and being more in the moment. When we think about our emotions, the opposite of awareness is being oblivious. When we're not aware, we are lost, unsure, and we feel disconnected. Look up and look around and take notice of the small and the big things. When we're not paying attention through running around, endless busyness, not getting to the bottom of our to-do list, we feel as if we're not being successful. We feel as if there's so much to do and we just can't seem to grab hold of it, and like life is running out ahead of us. But when we stop and we pay attention and we're mindful and we're present, we feel more in control of our lives and more in touch with everything around us. When we think about, turning my awareness on, what should I speak? What should I pray? Pray for a greater sense of God's awareness. Remind yourself daily. The scripture in Psalms 139:14 says, "I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well. Psalms 19:1 says, the heavens declare the glory of God, and the skies proclaim the works of his hands. Take time, take notice, slow down your life so that you stay in control of your life and your life is not in control of you. Let your goal not be to get to the bottom of your to-do list, but let your goal to be connected, to be aware, to feel alive in this moment by taking notice. Curiosity is the beginning of taking notice, of becoming aware. And then we want to move from curiosity to being connected. Connected to our life, the people around us, to smile at a stranger, to talk and encourage a friend, to stay connected to God, to stay connected to yourself by taking notice what's changing in you, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what makes you motivated, and by taking the time out to slow life down so that you can enjoy the present, so that you could stay mindful and stay peaceful. This is the beginning of building your awareness and your connection to life around you, and even more so, your connection to God's splendor, to God's handiwork, and your appreciation of how God has made you fearfully and wonderfully made. God took great care and pride in creating you, and everything about you is perfect. So be encouraged, and thank you for joining me. Till next time, I'm Gessy Martinez, author, therapist, and minister, helping you to persevere in difficult times with grace.